setting in the west is a sign that big horsepower is on tap. Monster horsepower, Grand American style. We're about to churn up some earth with the finest trucks and tractors. It's the ATPA coming at you next on ESPN2. Everyone, welcome to this ESPN Speed World coverage of the Duramax Diesel Wolverine Nationals from Monroe, Michigan, presented by K&N Filters. Hello again, everyone. I'm your host, Ted Jones, and while the competitors put some finishing touches on the four-wheel drive trucks and they unload those potent four-engine super modifieds, let's get this commentary from Tom McConnell.
We're here at the Monroe County Fairgrounds in Monroe, Michigan for one of the premier events of the Jasper Engines ATPA Pulling Series. I'm Tom McConnell, and we are going to showcase some of the best truck and tractor pulling on the Jasper Pulling Series. Up will be the K&N modified four-wheel drive trucks. Every farmer's got one, and you're going to see some that may produce in the neighborhood of some 1,600 horsepower. Then the bad boys, the Lucas Oil Super Modifieds, where they can run up to 4 supercharged motors, and some of the guys are even running helicopter motors. It is totally insane.
All right, thank you very much, Tom. Get up here in the booth because I've got the down and dirty as we're ready to start the Lucas Oil Super Modifieds. These tractors are wild. They're allowed up to 4 engines. They can have Chevrolets and Hemis. Slight difference in the blowers. If you have a Chevy or a Hemi, let's get things started right now with Jerry Stewart out of Paris, Tennessee.
Stewart on his way to an awesome run. And no shock, he takes it out. 315 feet. That's where they're going to set the full pull. Let's go trackside with R.V. Armstrong and find out how Jerry did it.
Jerry at 324.34. They said they're going to look at a couple more, but that was an awfully good run.
Well, that was first pass on a brand new set of tires, and the motors just didn't like it at all, so it must have been hooked up good. And it just flew right down through there. It's never felt like that before.
Well, new tires is his secret. James Martell coming up next with the Boss Hawk out of Mayville, Michigan, arranges his 4 engines in an entirely different pattern. 2 of them in a row and then 2 outboard.
Any way to utilize the power. One motor, though, you see the butterfly on it was shut down, only running on 3 motors. So Martell, for 3 motors, doing pretty good. 258 and changes. We check out one of the toughest, a guy who has won here in his home state of Michigan many times before. Bob Jostock with the Wild Child. Look at him flying out there. We're going to have a pull-off, Ted.
Indeed we are. He had to go beyond, well beyond the 315-foot mark. R.V. Armstrong's there.
A full pull, but it looks like it cost you a bullet. The right front one looks like it's dead.
Yeah, I see a lot of oil down there. I haven't looked at it yet, see what it is, but yeah, these new tires are working pretty good.
Of course, the new tires they're talking about, Firestone's got the 2000 Firestone puller tires designed strictly for truck and tractor pullers, and they are awesome. Hooking up these guys harder than they've ever been hooked up before. 2 turbines right now. This is the Space Invader of Dave Snyder. Whoa!
Big explosion on those turbines. You very rarely see that. These engines are actually more durable than the reciprocating piston internal combustion engine normally run. You can see right there on the Lucas Oil replay, what an explosion.
Did you have any idea what it was coming?
No, we believe the gearbox broke and then the motors hit the overspeeds, and when the gearbox broke, it let it turn too fast and it shut itself down and
Took both of them out, right?
Yes.
You're okay?
Oh yeah, fine.
We'll let you get back to work. Sorry it happened.
Yeah.
Now our next puller coming up has a special award coming as we watch him back up and hook. It's Bill Leschner, who is going to be our Jasper Engine to Transmissions Best Engineered Award as he rolls out of the trailer. Tell us all about it, Tom.
4 supercharged Arius Hemis is what Bill Leschner uses for power, and it has powered him to 2 Jasper Engines World Championships in the Lucas Oil Super Modified category. He's had a lot of problems this year, but at mid-season, he has lined out the bugs, and this tractor is one of the toughest on the circuit, going for his 3rd title. But the guy that's currently leading the points right now, is Dave Snyder, the guy that just exploded the turbine. You're going to see his other turbine in a minute. Right now, all eyes are on Bill Leicester. Very good run. Two guys in the pull-off. Can we make it three? Yes. No shock there. Bill Leicester out of here.
A full pull for Bill Leicester. The crowd likes it. Let's go to Army.
So that's how you do a pull.
Well, finally, we got 4 motors to run. Boy, the Lucas Oil Modified class is sure looking good out here, isn't it, Army?
Now, this is our final event of the year. We'd like to salute our world champions in other classes. Randy Payne, the lightweight super stock champion. And Roger Simon locked up another one. 4 in a row. Super modified 2-wheel drive champion. This time he did it with the Dodge. This ESPN2 Speed World coverage of the Duramax Diesel Wolverine Nationals is brought to you by Valco Products, a wide array of products available at truck stops everywhere, and by Lucas Oil Products, #1 in the trucking industry. Everybody likes to ride the train at the Monroe County Fairgrounds. Welcome back to the Duramax Diesel Wolverine Nationals. We're at the county fair in Monroe, Michigan, right in the middle of the Lucas Oil Super Modified competition. Let's get back to that. Wow, what do we have here? Allison aircraft engines. They run a little bit of everything, Tom.
Oh, I love the sounds of 2 V12 Allison aircraft engines. Bryant Diekman, now check it out. Listen to the roar. Oh, on its way to a very good run. The most advanced Allison aircraft ever put on a pulling track. 303 will not get it done. The full pull has been floated to 315. Gonna come up short as we check out 2-time Jasper Engines World Champion in the Lucas Oil Supermod category, Joe Etter with the odd couple. North College, New York, flying down the way, but seeing a lot of fuel come out of the front motor. He's going to run out of power.
Problem's right there. This is the guy that runs 2 Chevy engines and 2 Hemis. And I won't tell you if it was the 2 Chevys and 2 Hemis that caused the problem. Back to Allison aircraft engines. The alcohol abuse entry right here of Brody Smith. They really like these Allison aircraft engines, right?
Oh, definitely. Multi-turbocharged. It looks like a plumber's nightmare under that thing.
Well, a puller's nightmare at 244 feet. Brody needs to take that one back to the drawing board. Now, here comes Dave Snyder. The legend pulls on his other entry. Look at the fire, Tom.
Oh, what a showpiece, but not only is it show, it's all go, Ted. The #1 tractor in the Lucas Oil Supermod is flying. Look at him flag it out. The crowd goes crazy out of here.
Well, Scott Tedder backs up to foot. That's what they call it in tractor pulling. Army Armstrong is 5th. Dave Snyder.
That was a cool move after what you went through earlier in the evening.
I'm just not sure this is all set in yet, but that second ride really felt good. It's too bad about the tractor. We'll take it home and fix it.
We'll see you in the pull-off.
Thanks.
And there's going to be a pull-off. I'll tell you, these guys have got the number on this track here tonight. Scott Tedder, Mr. Twister. Let's see if he can do it with his 4 engines. Notice that the bug catchers are backwards on the back 2 engines.
Oh, yeah, and he's got a couple of K&N filters there to absorb any dirt that might jump in. And, hey, Tedder's out here, too. We are going to have one of the best pull-offs we've had all year in the Lucas Oil Super Modified class. If we check out the Lucas Oil leaderboard, it is awesome.
Now we're ready for the pull off the Lucas Oil Super Modifieds. They will pull in the same order they pulled originally. That way, Scott Tedder, who just did the full pull, has at least a little bit of time to cool down. So our first puller, who's had quite a bit of time, Jerry Stewart, the down and dirt.
And Ted, this pull-off has a little bit of everything. We've got Hemis, we've got Chevrolets, we also have Aries, and we also have turbines right now. Jerry Stewart pulls, his children looking on, cheering their father on. Stewart will set the mark to beat 281.94. They have obviously heavied up the sled. Let's check it out one more time on the Lucas Oil replay. Very good run for Jerry Stewart.
Jerry Stewart at 281. Immediately you go back and you look at the tracks. You're checking out to see where the bite's going, isn't it?
Yeah, I got them new tires on there, and I'm wanting to see what the tread looked like, how the holes looked, if they was flat or in the middle or on the edge or what they was doing.
Satisfied with what you saw?
Well, it looked okay. I just need more power up front now.
281 feet may hold because they have added weight to the sled. So these guys that were dragging way over 300 feet aren't going to do that anymore. Bob Jostock, the wild child out of Lapeer, Michigan, is up next. Looks like a little smoke from that number 4 engine.
Oh, it looks like oil to me, Ted. I think he got oil coming out. Yeah. Jostock, and remember, he said he damaged the motor the first go around. I think he was only running on 3 motors.
Well, he only went 237 feet. Dave Snyder, the guy that's been dominating the number to beat, 281 feet. He is on a pull. Look at him raise that front end way up in the air.
He is flying, Ted. He's got to be 281.94. He does it. Check out the flags. You would think you were at Detroit International Airport.
286 feet.
Dave, by 5 feet, you're the man right now. Only one sitting back there. Can he come get you?
Oh yeah, he's got Hemis, and Hemis are tough. They make another 1,500 horse more total than what we make, and he's real good. He was your #1 man last year, but you never know.
Let's watch and see.
Thank you.
The dirt slinger of Bill Leisher. I got bad news for you there, Dave. You got 2 of them to worry about.
That's right.
Tedder's in line there, yeah.
Leisher off the line easy. He nails it. But Leisher does indeed have his work cut out for him. A very good run. Has it balanced good. But he will not get it done. 280 even.
His kingdom for 6 more feet. But now, the good news, Dave, is Leisher didn't beat you, but Scott Tedder's on the line. He could very well do it with Mr. Twister. He's done it before, Tom.
Oh, yeah. Scott Tedder has won every major event there is to win, but Tedder has pulled over a little bit to the left-hand side of the track.
No
has
traction.
to get on the brake. No way. It's going to be the turbine. Dave Snyder wins it.
And here's our final finish, the top 5. You can see they all had full pulls. We had to have a great pull-off, and here's the way they finished all the way through number 10. Now we'll take a break. When we come back, the K&N 4-wheel drive modified trucks are up next. Stay with us, please. At the Monroe County Fair as we continue our coverage of the Duramax Wolverine Nationals. The 4-H is on hand. The kids love it. That gives us a chance to remind you, for all the latest news and notes from the world of motorsports, visit rpm.espn.com. Coming up next, we're going to have 4-wheel drive action. Tom Tremolian lines up the K&N modified 4-wheel drive truck known as the Spellbound. This is Mr. Heavy, the guy to watch, the guy most likely to drag it out the back door.
Oh, and he has won it here in Monroe before on his way to a very good run. About 650 cubic inches of Chevrolet under the hood.
What'd I tell you?
Let's go trackside with Army.
You go 311 or making 310 a full pull. Is that a good move on their behalf?
Setting this full pull line. Well, if you're asking me, that's a great move. But the old Pico Spellbound had her hands full out there. That track's going to pump some power. I left the line there with it and pretty much laid over on that dude, and it had its hands full. So the weak trucks are going to be back to lunch, and the horsepower trucks can get out the end. So they'll have an interesting pull-off, I think.
Wow, tell it like it is, Tommy. I mean, he just laid the whole thing out. Here comes Old Yeller, Randy Clyde Camp out of Kearney, Michigan. Old Yeller. Now, I wonder where he got that name.
Oh, listen to him. Scream the RPMs, but he has it in a real high gear, almost chokes it trying to get off the starting line. Tommy's really telling it like it was. Clyde Camp comes up short, but a very good run for a hose shot that was rather questionable.
Here comes the Pack Rat out of Stand, Michigan. This is Mike Clark.
On his way to a very good run. He's got to get a full pull, and he will not do it. 290.78 will not get the job done.
Cody Lewis is up next. He's out of Macon, Missouri. The fired up truck. They have a great tractor pull down in Macon if they can just get it to stop raining.
That's right. Rained out the last 2 out of 3 years.
Cody Lewis did not bring the rain with him. He brought some traction. Full pull for Cody Lewis. We will definitely have a pull-off. Army Armstrong's there to find out more.
How did the truck feel that time to you?
Real good. We were just a little bit overgeared, but we got it out. So we're real excited about that.
I think the smile tells it all. Good luck in that pull-off.
Thank you very much.
Well, here's a guy, Tom, that can get the job done. I'll be surprised if he doesn't. Steve Klim, the Radical, has a great history with the ATPA.
Currently number 2, Jasper Engines points in this K&N modified 4-wheel drive class.
Look at him go straight and true. Uh-oh, he's running out of traction. He's run out of power. I don't believe it.
This track is really taking a lot of horsepower. Just what Tom Tamoyan said. You don't have the power, you don't make it.
Simply Red is our next competitor backing up, and he also happens to be the winner of our Lucas Oil Best Appearing Award. And Best Appearing indeed. Take a look at the graphics on this truck, and as he raises up the body, everything is polished, chrome-plated, or stainless steel under there. I mean, this thing is as sanitary as you can get, Tom.
Oh, it's a looker. All you got to do is look at it and tell. Gorgeous truck, easy to see why it won the Lucas Oil Best Appearing Award.
We'll watch now's the Best Appearing truck. Let's see if he's the best running truck. Rob Foster, Fairgrove, Michigan, Simply Red. Here he goes, folks. Let's see if he can do a full pull. 310 feet is what it takes. Wow, looks good, Tom.
He is on his way to a good run. The body bobbling. He doesn't run out of power, just runs out of traction. 303, not going to get it done. As we check out Terry Hagedorn, the Untamed Spirit. Thompson, Missouri is where he calls home. Look at the dirt he's throwing up. A lot of ground speed, Ted, but he has yet.
I didn't see much rooster tail. Now a little bit off the front tires. The rooster tail was coming off of the rear tires. I don't think he had all 4 of them spinning and digging. Up next, the Hoosier Wild Child. This is Jason Jacks.
Jacks, runner-up in the K&N 4-wheel drive category last year on the Jasper Pulling Series, has yet to pick up a victory this year.
Not today.
No, not going to do it in Monroe either. 293 will not get the job done.
Let's take a look at our Lucas Oil Leaderboard before we go to break. Tommy Termolian and Cody Lewis with the 2 full pulls. That takes 310 feet. Now, as we go to break, a salute to our Lucas Oil Big Rig Grand American Champion, Dana Lindsay.
And congratulations to our Lucas Oil Unlimited Superstock, the silver bullet of Jordan Lustig. And also congratulations to our Duramax Diesel Pro Stock champion, now a 2-time champion, Carl Smith.
This coverage is being brought to you by K&N Filters. Ask for them by name. And by Duramax Diesel, the most powerful diesel engines available in a heavy-duty pickup. Well, when they see the green light on the sled, that means everything's ready to go and pull. Welcome back to the Duramax Wolverine. As you know, Gary Varner is our next puller in the 4-wheel drive category out of Midway, Kentucky. He calls his Chevrolet Fast Break.
On his way to a very good run, running the truck a little bit more on the right-hand side of the track, takes a left turn, trying to get past 310 for a full ball and 3 feet shy. 307 will not get it done. Varner has got to be smacking himself in the helmet over that.
Wow, what a heartbreaker. All right, Jim Bosch, the Midnight Raider out of West Olive, Michigan, will attempt to go 310 feet.
Defending K&N World Champion has yet to win an event this year. Will tonight be his night? Well, he's on his way, a full pull.
At least he's into the pull-off, which we'll have a little bit later. Right now, let's take another look at it. You can see all 4 tires are churning dirt, and he's going fairly straight. That's what you have to do right here if you're going to pull 310 feet on this course. It takes a lot of horsepower. Now, meanwhile, Army Armstrong has caught up with a special guest, Paul Webster.
Oh, why exactly does a company like Sempico get involved in this type of a motorsport?
One reason is because this is a rural-type crowd. The people out here, and we have tens of thousands of customers in the rural area using our paints and roof coatings. Our products are top-notch, and the pullers out here and the organization and the fans are top-notch too. This is the greatest place for us to get exposure for our business.
Always glad to see Paul turn out. He's one of the sponsors of the ATPA, stopping by one of the better attended ATPA events. Now, Dale Bryant is up next in some days out of Noblesville, Indiana, which is just outside of the capital city of Indianapolis.
One of the top running Mopars on the ATPA Jasper Tour. But it's not going to be a Mopar night. 298 will not cut the mustard. John Stick, the Blue Bayou, gorgeous, gorgeous Chevrolet. He could very well be a guy to get in the full pull. The full pull mark being 310 feet. Really separates the boys from the men. And
whoa, 301 feet. Oh, he's saying, why couldn't they had a 300 feet full pull here instead of a 310? Well, because that was the mark set by the first puller.
Well, it's time now for the pull-off. Tom Tamoyan. It's a three-way Chevrolet pull-off. The Spellbound will set the mark to beat. And this will definitely help him in his quest for winning his first chance at an ATPA Jasper Engines World title. 300.26 at the end.
Now that's not bad, because remember, they put a little bit more weight in that sled. Nobody will go 310 feet, I predict. Cody Lewis is up next. He has to beat 300.26.
On his way to a very good run, not throwing a lot of dirt up. Remember, all the dirt they throw up, you have to drag that sled on top of it. You don't want a lot of dirt out there. He does it, 304.16. Let's go to Army.
You're the number one man, and there's one man coming after you.
Oh, that was great. We had a really good hook. So Jim's good, though. He's a past champion. He's going to give us a run.
He was talking, of course, about Jim Bosch, the Midnight Raider, who is a past champion. He'll probably get down this track, but can he go 304 feet?
He could do it. This class is so much like pro stock and NHRA drag races. They're so close. As you see Cody Lewis looking on to see if he will take his first ever Grand American win. He does it.
Hey, how about it? You said he could take a shot at you. He took a wild swing, but congratulations, you take the win.
Thank you very much. This is hard company to pull in. So we're ecstatic about this. This is wonderful. This is wonderful.
Well, our congratulations go out to a very elated Cody Lewis. Gets congratulations there from Tommy Tamoyan and some of the other pullers. It's been a great pull here this evening at the Monroe County Fairgrounds. Let's take a look at the final finish. Cody Lewis wins it all. And we'd like to salute our four-wheel drive world champion. Tommy Tamoyan picked up that championship here this evening.
And in the Lucas Oil Super Modified, what can we say? The legend pulls on. Dave Snyder wins his first world championship.
Then, of course, we have one more award going out. Our K&N Filters Hot Pull. Talk about hot. Take a look at this one. Remember this? A big explosion right there by Dave Snyder. What a show he put on. Now, that's what you call a hot pull. That'll bring to a close this coverage of the Duramax Diesel Wolverine Nationals. For Tom McConnell and Army Armstrong, I'm Ted Jones. So long, everyone. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com.